My name is David Gomulya. I'm an assistant professor here in Nanyang Business School in Singapore.
Hi, I'm Yuri Mishina. I'm an assistant professor of organizational behavior and strategy at Imperial College Business School. The key question that we examine in our upcoming paper is, how do stakeholders react once a firm violates their expectations? So the idea is that what we look at is whether or not stakeholders change the manner in which they come up with an evaluation for the firm, and whether or not they actually focus on different items.
We wanted to understand what changes in stakeholders' evaluative processes, in their decision-making processes and criteria. Our study is unique. We try to identify two distinct sources of noise. The noise that comes from the firm, or the signaler we call it, as well as the noise that comes from the signal that those firms generate. Do they interact with one another? Would the credibility of the firm compromise the credibility of the signal itself?
So what we find in our research is that, just as we predicted, investors tend to shift their focus to factors that the firm has less of an ability to directly manipulate. And instead, they focus on things that are a little bit more distal from the outcomes that they're focused on, but which the firm has less of an ability to alter or manipulate or otherwise change. And that this actually changes back once a firm engages in rehabilitative efforts, such as by replacing their CEO.
The process by which firm gains a positive reputation in the first place will be different from the process they need to do to maintain or restore their tarnished reputation. It is like the mileage of a car, for example. You have a car with a certain mileage, say 25 miles per gallon. The car hits an accident, then after that the mileage goes down, right? So now a gallon of petrol can only cover, say, 10 miles. So now you need more petrol to drive as long. That is the same in this context as well. Firms have a reputation. If previously stakeholders put X much weightage on earning, after the negative event, the stakeholders would put less weightage on earning. So a firm needs to work harder to get the same favorable reputation.
The findings of research are actually going to be relevant to managers of organizations. So traditionally, what people have thought is that if you actually increase all the good things and decrease the negative things, so in other words, do what worked for you in the past, that might actually allow a firm to regain its reputation, regain its customers, regain its stock price. And our findings suggest that maybe that's not enough, because rather than focusing on the same things that people were focused on before, maybe they're actually caring about different things now. And so that suggests that even doing things that worked for you in the past may actually not be quite as successful. In our research, we were able to get some novel insights that we think are pretty interesting. And in doing so, we feel like maybe our research can say something that's meaningful to both academics and managers.